So here we are in Zandvoort. Firstly, an incredibly cool place. I've raced here twice before, and quite unique. I mean, we've got the pit garages right over there, but because it's so narrow from the start line and then straight into turn 2, there's not enough space to get the motorhomes and the hospitality units sort of side by side as we usually have at most circuits. So it's going to be quite a walk for us because our garage is the last garage at the end of the pit lane. F1 could have been a bit nicer and put us as the first hospitality, but we'll do those extra meters. It's probably 500 meters up there, I'd say 400 meters or so. We've got the straight on our right hand side here, and we can just see through there is the banked final corner, which is pretty impressive, pretty incredible. So that's going to be a unique experience.
So yeah, we're coming to the end of the track walk here. It's the final corner. It's the newly reprofiled banking here. Very, very, very steep. I don't know if you could tell from the camera, but it's quite awkward to walk on here. I don't know if you can tell by my knees and my feet. So yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be using DRS through here from what we heard, which is a bit of a shame because I think the whole purpose of this banking was to have DRS through here to aid the overtaking. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a fun ride, this track, and let's see how we get on in FP1.
Go out, build up to it, don't do anything silly, find your feet, and yeah, I guess once you've got the confidence, then try and go step by step to really push the boundaries.
Morning. First time here in an F1 car. Very, very high speed, very narrow, so no, the fastest lap times aren't going to come in FP1, so it's just building it up and learning what we can.
Good first experience at Zandvoort in an F1 car, so obviously a bit of a scrappy session with the red flag, but yeah, the car's feeling right at the moment.
Yeah, obviously not as much driving as we would have wanted with the big stoppage, but yeah, okay for a session. Yeah, very small track to fit all these cars on, so very chaotic with managing that, but yeah, very, very fun lap to drive, very high speed, narrow. Yeah, I think we're off to a good start so far, so let's see in FP2.
They're about to start second practice. They've delayed it for 5 minutes for some reason. Not quite sure why they've done that. But it's a massive problem because it's delaying my lunch and I'm absolutely starving.
That's Friday done, FP1 and FP2 in the books. A very interrupted day, unfortunately, with a lot of red flags. It's quite an intense track to drive. I mean, very, I'm not going to say as much roller coaster feel as Portimao, but very high speed, very narrow. Really a joy to drive in these modern day F1 cars. So yeah, that's good. I think there's some things we could do overnight to improve. So hopefully we can find a bit more pace tomorrow, as it seems we were lacking a bit. But yeah, that's all part of the fun. So let's go tomorrow in FP3.
Quality day, baby. I think it's going to be awesome around this track. It's so fast, so flowing. And in qualifying, when you're fully on the limit, it's going to be, yeah, pretty awesome. Morning.
George!
Morning. Morning.
Hey, Russell.
Russell.
What?
Morning.
Oh, hello.
Toilet free for drivers before the sessions. Thanks. Let's see who the guilty culprit is.
happen. But great job on both sides of the garage to get both cars through into Q1 for the second race in a row. So great job from George and Nicky. Just got to see what we've got to do in Q2.
Yeah, all good. Good. All good. I gotta go weigh still, no?
Yeah, you're away, buddy. And then he's waiting for you down the TV tent, so
Okay.
that's it.
No, because I was up.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately not the way I wanted to end qualifying. Yeah, I just got a bit, I guess, unlucky in Q2 with the first red flag, so I didn't get to use my new set of tires properly. So we went back out on a used set, and surprisingly I was improving my lap time. So I kind of said, well, I have nothing to lose, because if I don't improve, I'm going to be P15 anyways. So I just kind of left it all out there, and yeah, just misjudged the turning point a bit wrong, and clipped the grass on the entry of one of the fastest corners on the track. So there was, yeah, no recovering that, unfortunately. So yeah, I think I'm very sorry for the team. It's going to be, I think, a big repair job tonight.
You've got a set time that your car's got to be covered. It doesn't have to be a perfect car, but it has to be a full car's worth of bits under the cover. And that was about 8 o'clock, so that was all the time we had. Carry on this morning.
There's a lot of red flags, so the chances of a red flag or a safety car is pretty high. So I think just keep the noses clean and see what we can do, really. What an atmosphere! disappointing end there to the race. Atmosphere is good though. Check that out.
Mixed feelings from the race today. We were fighting for P12 for the majority. We had a really good first stint. Got ourselves up to, I think it was P10 at some point when we passed Giovinazzi. But the cars were just faster than us ultimately today. So the McLaren and the Red Bull could overcut us, and then just sort of settled in for P12, and then we had to retire the car because of a gearbox issue. I got a bit of a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but I was right behind Giovinazzi, and I knew the only way I was going to be able to overtake him was in the pit lane, and I had to absolutely maximise it. So not ideal, but no regrets, and on to Monza.
The beginning part was fun, and then the ending not so much, but I guess we couldn't have really hoped for much more than we got in the end. Yeah, the 2 overtakes on the Haas cars were very nice, again, because it's not like we have a big pace advantage on them in those conditions, so the track is very difficult to follow and overtake. Managed to do 2, and then I was hoping for some more strategic options, but in the end I guess it seemed like a pretty boring race, and just unfortunately at the end all the blue flags, taking them on the hard tire, just losing the temperature, going offline, it just became a disaster and couldn't maintain the position. So yeah, so the win for us is no points for Alpha.
If you like this episode of Off Grid from the Dutch Grand Prix, like, comment and subscribe.